Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to explore the beautiful and creative world of epoxy art craft. Epoxy art is a modern style of crafting that uses a special liquid material called resin to create smooth, shiny, and glass-like designs. It is widely loved because of its attractive finish and the endless possibilities it offers. With epoxy, you can create amazing items like jewelry, tables, wall art, trays, and decorative pieces. What makes epoxy art unique is how colors, glitters, and even small objects can be mixed and suspended inside the resin to create stunning 3D effects. Now, let's take a look at how epoxy art is made. The process starts with preparing your workspace so it is clean and safe. Epoxy comes in two parts, resin and hardener, which must be measured and mixed properly, usually in equal amounts. After mixing slowly to avoid bubbles, you can add colors, pigments, or decorations depending on your design. Then, the mixture is poured into molds or onto a surface and spread evenly. Any air bubbles can be removed using gentle heat. Finally, the epoxy is left to cure for about 24 to 72 hours until it becomes hard, clear, and glossy. Epoxy art is not only easy to learn, but also a great way to express your creativity and make unique handmade pieces. Stay with me as we create something amazing together. Epoxy art crafts have surged in popularity because they combine durability, gloss, and a depth of color that is difficult to achieve with other media. Epoxy resin is a two-part system composed of a resin and a hardener. When mixed in the proper ratio, they undergo a chemical reaction, curing, that transforms a fluid liquid into a solid, glass-like material. Crafters exploit these properties to create jewelry, coasters, river tables, serving trays, paintings, ocean scenes, embedded objects, molds, and mixed media pieces that showcase suspended elements with a luminous finish. The versatility of epoxy allows it to mimic glass, ice, or water. It can be poured in layers, tinted with pigments, or textured with additives, enabling a wide range of visual effects from transparent clarity to opaque, marbled color. Safety and workspace considerations come first. Epoxy resins emit fumes while curing and can cause skin irritation or allergic reactions. Some people develop sensitization after repeated exposure. Work in a well-ventilated area or use local exhaust ventilation. Wear nitrile gloves, eye protection, and a respirator rated for organic vapors if the product label recommends one. Keep a safe, clean workspace free of dust and drafts. Air movement can introduce bubbles and contaminate the surface. Protect surfaces with disposable drop cloths or silicone mats, and have disposable mixing sticks, cups, and paper towels available. Read the manufacturer's safety data sheet, SDS, and product instructions carefully. Different resins have varying pot lives, cure times, and recommended temperature ranges. Choosing the right epoxy matters. There are art-grade epoxies formulated for clarity, low yellowing, and slower curing to give more working time. Boat or industrial-grade resins may cure harder or faster, but could yellow more over time. Popular qualities to look for include UV resistance, low viscosity for deep pores, and long working time for complex pores. For jewelry and shallow applications, thin resins with shorter cure times can be convenient. Deep pore resins are designed to be cast in thicker layers without overheating or excessive exotherm. Consider the ambient temperature. Most resins cure best within a specific temperature window, often 68 to 77 degrees Fahrenheit / 20 to 25 degrees Celsius. Colder conditions can dramatically slow curing and increase viscosity. Colorants and additives broaden artistic possibilities. Pigment powders, mica powders, alcohol inks, and specially formulated resin dyes are common choices. Pigment powders and mica create metallic or pearlescent sheens and can be blended for subtle shifts. Liquid dyes and alcohol inks provide transparent washes, good for creating depth or gradient effects. Opaque pigment pastes yield solid color but can affect cure if overused. Follow manufacturer guidelines for maximum pigment loading. Additives such as silicone oil are used intentionally to create cells, small circular patterns, particularly in ocean or geode-style pores. Metallic leaf, gold flakes, stone slices, dried flowers, and small charms can be embedded, but they must be thoroughly dried and sealed if porous to prevent trapped moisture from causing bubbles. Basic technique begins with careful measurement and thorough mixing. Epoxy resin systems require accurate volumetric or weight ratios. Many use 1:1 or 2:1 by volume or weight. Use a digital scale for best results. Pour the resin and hardener into a clean mixing cup. Scrape the sides to capture all material, and stir slowly but thoroughly for the amount of time specified by the manufacturer. Scrape the bottom and sides repeatedly to ensure full integration. Undermixed epoxy will remain tacky or uncured. Slow mixing reduces bubble formation. If bubbles arise, allow the mixed resin to sit for a few minutes to let bubbles rise. Or use a small torch or butane lighter to pass a quick flame across the surface to pop them. Move quickly and keep the flame at a safe distance to avoid burning the resin. For detailed or layered work, using a heat gun on low can help level and remove surface bubbles. Molding and casting involve preparing a form, usually from silicone molds, plastic, or sealed wood. If using wood, seal porous surfaces with a thin coat of resin or a dedicated wood sealer to prevent air from escaping and forming bubbles during the pour. Apply mold release if the mold or form requires it. When embedding objects, place them securely so they don't float when resin is added. Using a thin flash cure or tack adhesive helps. For layered pours, pour in thin increments and allow each layer to reach the tacky stage before adding the next to ensure mechanical bond. This prevents delamination. Deep pours require attention to exotherm. Pour in stages and allow partial cure between pours if casting thick sections. Creating resin paintings or river table effects often uses tinted resins and manipulation with tools. Pour multiple colors, then use a palette knife, stick, or heat gun to blend, pull, and create wave-like patterns. For ocean scenes, white pigment is often dragged into translucent blues to simulate surf. Using silicone in spots encourages cell formation. For geode or agate-inspired pieces, combine metallics, crushed glass, and mica dust to suggest crystalline interiors. Layering clear resin over glittery aggregates enhances depth. Resin can be combined with other media, wood slabs for river tables, embedded stones, or mixed media backs for wall art. Finishing is important for achieving a professional look. After curing, resin pieces may need light sanding to remove imperfections, then polishing to restore clarity. Start with coarse wet/dry sandpaper, around 400 grit, and progress to finer grits, 800, 1500, 3000, for a smooth finish. Finish with polishing compound and a microfiber cloth or buffing wheel for a high gloss. If scratches are deep, consider a thin final flood coat of clear resin to re-level the surface. Edges can be sanded and polished too. For cast pieces, remove flash from molds and give corners a light buff to prevent sharpness. Troubleshooting common problems. Tacky or soft spots often mean undermixing, incorrect resin/hardener ratio, or insufficient cure time/temperature. Yellowing may come from low-quality resin, UV exposure, or heat during cure. Choose UV-resistant formulations and avoid excessive exotherm. Bubbles can arise from vigorous mixing, warm pigments, or trapped air in porous inclusions. Mix slowly, pre-warm thicker resins gently by keeping containers in warm water. Never heat resin directly, and seal porous objects before embedding. Fish eyes or cratering around oils and silicones occur when silicone residues are present. Ensure surfaces are clean and avoid handling mold release residues. Sustainability and disposal deserve attention. Epoxy is a synthetic polymer and not easily biodegradable. Minimize waste by measuring accurately and using only what you need. Hardened, fully cured epoxy can be disposed of with regular waste in many jurisdictions, but liquid or partially cured resin must be treated as hazardous waste in some areas. Check local regulations. Consider using smaller batches to reduce leftovers and explore recycled inclusions like reclaimed wood or waste glass to reduce environmental impact. Commercial and craft applications are broad. Small-scale artisans sell epoxy resin jewelry, coasters, serving trays, and artwork, while larger projects include river tables and countertop surfaces. Epoxy's ability to encapsulate and preserve objects makes it attractive for keepsakes and memorial pieces. Instructional workshops and online tutorials have proliferated, helping beginners learn safe practices and popular techniques quickly. Epoxy art crafts offer a blend of chemistry and artistry. Predictable chemical behavior provides the structural backbone, while color, texture, and inclusions deliver creative expression. Mastery comes with practice, learning how different pigments affect curing, how temperature influences working time, and how to control bubbles and textures. With proper safety, the right materials, and careful technique, epoxy enables makers to produce durable, luminous works that range from small, intimate jewelry to large, statement furniture pieces. Epoxy art crafts combine resin's glossy clarity with pigments, inclusions, and texture to create jewelry, coasters, river tables, and mixed media pieces. Epoxy comes as a two-part system, resin and hardener, that must be measured accurately and mixed thoroughly to cure into a durable, glass-like finish. Work safely in a well-ventilated area, wearing nitrile gloves and eye protection. Follow the product's SDS. Choose an art grade, low yellowing resin, and compatible colorants like mica powders, alcohol inks, or resin dyes. Measure by volume or weight. Stir slowly to avoid bubbles, and let the mixture rest before pouring. Use a heat gun or torch briefly to pop surface bubbles. Pour in layers for depth or deep casts, sealing porous materials first to prevent trapped air. Embed dried inclusions and allow each layer to reach the tacky stage for good adhesion. After full cure, sand and polish or apply a thin final coat for a mirror finish. Dispose of leftovers per local guidelines. Thank you so much for watching and learning about epoxy art craft with me today. I hope you enjoyed the process and feel inspired to try it yourself. Epoxy art is all about creativity, patience, and having fun while making something unique. If you like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more creative ideas. Feel free to leave your thoughts or questions in the comments below. See you in the next video. Stay creative and have a wonderful day.